Today's episode is brought to you by Talbot's Tap Room and Terrace. If you want to make reservations to this great place to get you a good meal, call 724-269-7687. The hours of operation are Monday closed, Tuesday closed, Wednesday 12 to 9, Thursday 12 to 9, Friday 12 to 10, Saturday 12 to 8, and Sunday 12 to 8 as well. Talbot uses a gambit of fresh ingredients to make great food. And you know what? I won't tell you about the great menu selections. I'll let my man Rich Stacks tell you about it in daytime TV lingo.
You know we only got one life to live. And as the days of our lives go by and as the world turns, go to a guiding light. Check the OG out. My man Talbot at Talbot's Tap Room and Terrace. 787 Mercer Grove City Road, Mercer, PA. And now let's get on with the show.
Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the Furrow Podcast. It's your man, the mayor, the landlord, the leader of the Ballhead Nation, Podcast P, Mark P, up in the building once again.
And it's your man, DJ Rich Stacks, a.k.a. I had a great weekend this weekend. How was y'all fellas' weekend?
What's going on, man? It's your boy KB, a.k.a. I really love Erica Badu.
What's good, y'all? Kieran Davis, man. Thank you guys for letting me be a part of this here. If you guys, a lot of people don't know, I'm the owner and CEO of Contagious Co. And about to make history today, man. I'm very excited to be here.
Yes, bro. Welcome, man.
Yeah.
KD, how was your weekend, man?
Really crazy. I'm just learning so much, really. This has like been my biggest month ever, like, you know, opening the kiosk, Seller Park Mall. And it takes hustle. It's a lot of hustle, but it's just me and people. I was telling, like, I'm with my sales pitch, I'm telling this guy, and it's like it's almost like a thug, you feel me?
Yeah.
Man starts tearing up because he says his sister, you know, took her own life not too long ago.
Okay.
And it's just crazy, like, you just never know. And I try to make a purpose to talk to everybody, but honestly, some people walk by or ignore. Like, I don't know how people be ignoring so good. I don't know how to ignore it. I have to speak, you know. But it's like, in my mind, though, you know, it's this book, 4 agreements. One of the agreements is take nothing personal. And in my mind, it's like, it don't matter because eventually everybody gonna have one.
I know how to do that ignore, especially when the niggas try to clean my shoes every time.
Yeah.
Like, fam, I just brought these ASIC gel lights. They're dope as shit.
You think they trying to flame? Like,
yeah, I know how to ignore it every time, bro. I already bought like the cleaner kit, and I just be focused. Or shorty that sells the cologne at the Southern Park, man, she be like, "Hey, come get some of this time for him, fam."
Ignoring is good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sure,
That's
man.
true.
Yep. So,
See, like,
Mark, how was your weekend, Mark?
I can't complain. Just watched a little bit of NCAA hoops, and my team got upset. Kentucky went down. First, I was happy to see Duke go down. Then, the irony, because my boys went down, the boys in blue. So, pretty much just that. Hung around the crib, cooked per usual.
That's
and
what's up.
That's pretty much it.
Stacks, how about yours, man? How was your weekend, big dog?
Pretty good. It was kind of rough on Friday. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It was Mark Duke's birthday.
Yeah.
St. Patrick's Day. Everybody celebrating, but got some time to spend with my oldest daughter on the phone.
For sure.
Face-to-face conversation. I said we had the right guest for the day because I had anxiety all week leading up to her birthday.
Yeah, man.
It's a good time to talk about some of these issues.
Yeah,
going
for sure,
in the black
man.
community.
I feel like this is going to be a great interview, man. And happy heavenly birthday to your moms.
Thank you, sir.
I understand that situation a lot, man. And we're definitely going to tackle a lot of those things as well,
How was your
man.
weekend, family?
My weekend was chill, real chill, man. I DJ Saturday at Pretty's, man. Again, I'm going to support Pretty 1,000,000%. She lost her son at her place of business, man. So, and when you walk in to Pretty's, you're going to see an arc, of everything Amir. As soon as you walk in, man. So you'll see that representation, man. So I love DJing there. Shouts to Pretty, we love you. It was a good time. And me and Stacks were talking about this off camera, man. Using the stems in Serato right now. It's so dope.
Crazy.
Just being able to play just the acapella or play the melody or play the drums. So again, great weekend, man. Got to mix some crazy things, man. I'm talking, it's Women's Month, man. So I was trying to go in for the ladies, man. I would mix the Anita Baker, Sweet Love with the public announcement, Jay-Z. So a lot of that STEM talk, man. So but a really great weekend, man. But yeah, so a lot of people were down in March Madness, man. Like teams you wouldn't expect. Like we don't expect Duke to go down so easy, man.
I did as a North Carolina fan.
Yep.
I was rooting against them.
Yeah, for sure.
Did Michigan State go down?
I think Michigan State went down as well, too.
And Arizona.
Like a lot of the traditionals went down and everything.
Virginia, all the good teams went down already, man.
My man Mike, could you bring up the so we're into the Sweet 16 portion of the NCAA tournament. Who do you guys like out of this left? No, well, shit, Michigan State is up this joint. I'm rolling.
I think I'm rolling with number 3. I'm going with Xavier, bro.
I'm rocking with Michigan State.
I gotta go with Xavier.
Izzo's a tough out.
I'm going for Miami and honor my man Meech Darton, man. My man.
I really gotta. I mean, like I grew up in Bama, but I already know Bama is not no basketball school.
No, Bama has a good squad this year.
Oh, yeah.
Their SEC team, like Kentucky, and I've been watching them because they're in that section.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Yeah, they're
Scrap
tough.
all that.
They're tough.
I'm going for Houston. We got to go for Houston, fam.
Oh yeah.
We got to go for Houston, man. You know what I mean?
Good look. Yeah,
I'm jumping
Houston,
on that
man.
bandwagon.
yeah.
We're rolling with Houston.
That's a nice look, though. Usually Gonzaga be upset too, so I don't know. Gonzaga usually heavy too, though.
Right, man.
Yeah. So absolutely.
Sharanda's son played for him.
Absolutely,
That's Fro's
right.
fire.
Yeah, we gotta
Sharonda,
go with Houston. The hometown side.
Cake's son plays for Houston, bro, and he's
dope.
balling. So
Yeah.
I'm going for Houston. It's going to either be Houston
fire.
or my man Meech Darton is the AD
True.
of Miami, man. So that's some good Fro products
always got
right
some
there, man.
connection out
It's
there.
good connection.
He got good quality run last year's Cake's son. He got quality run off the bench. He was come off the bench as a 6th man and made some good contributions to the team and quality minutes. So fat shout out to Houston.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and fat shout out to Sincere Carey, bro.
Oh,
For sure.
Yeah.
I saw my man grab the board and start coaching the squad, man.
He said, "Move aside, coach. I got this." That was dope.
That was very dope, man.
Oh, yeah.
So, man, what else we got going on, man? News-wise, man, Trump might get arrested tomorrow, man.
It's coming down to the line.
Yeah, man. So
This might happen.
So Trump got indicted, dog. Like this is real. This ain't
crazy.
This ain't no conspiracy talk.
Is it going down for real
I
this
don't
time
know,
or what?
man. But my man is kind of worried. Well, we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? We'll see what happens. He might get arrested tomorrow, man. It's
And I
wild.
seen that guy already got the barricades and stuff up.
Yep.
They going up right now, so I don't know if this is a precursor of what happened on
Another insurrection about to happen.
January 6th, but I think it
And
might.
he's
It
not
might
even
be
the
deep.
president no more. Like he needs to get over it too, fam. I saw him talking, and it was just like, this and that, the presidency and the election was rigged. Like, bro, come on, fam. Like, how many times?
Sore loser.
Man, he's the biggest sore loser.
This is Trump right here.
He's the man.
It's all just a witch hunt. It's all a witch hunt. You're not gonna find anything other than what you found before,
Right.
Unless you go up on Mar-a-Lago and dig up my wife's casket.
Right.
I honestly believe he got some files hidden in the casket on Mar-a-Lago, bro, with his ex-wife's remains in it.
I believe it when I see it because they got the best lawyers. For
I know
people
it
like
for
that,
sure.
like,
Between Trump and Kodak Black, man, they got the best lawyers.
Man,
They got the
listen.
same lawyer, man. Best Kodak. Kodak will have
Shout out Kodak,
10
man.
keys on him, man. He'd be like, this is my medicine. They'd be like, you know what? It is his medicine, fam.
dig it?
He really needs that.
Don't
man. He's the
forget-
cocaine bear for sure.
You don't forget about the legend lawyer. Your boy Johnny C.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Johnny C.
Sure.
Shout out to OJ. No, I'm sorry.
For sure, man. Nah, man.
But yo, you see, Michael Jordan is about tired of that Charlotte team.
Oh yeah, man.
He's selling a major stake in them.
Wasn't it like 1.5 billion?
Yeah, and he bought it for like what, 10, 20 million?
Yeah.
So
I think that's a good flip.
So yeah, that flip is crazy, man. Come
It's
on,
a good
dog.
time to sell him right now too, because
Yep.
LaMelo Ball, like
Listen,
you know,
he's selling a majority stake in the franchise to a group led by the Hornets minority owner Gabe Plotkin and Atlanta Hawks minority owner. So he really just coming up.
Yeah, man, I
He's
think-
not selling the whole team. He's selling the majority. Still hold, man. Get as a player.
Again, bought for
Level up.
14 mil, about to get that bill.
Level up.
Yep.
He leveled up
Wait a
incredibly,
minute,
bro.
Mike
Incredibly,
is
man.
still
So
his business skills and money making stuff is like crazy still.
Impeccable.
Yeah.
Some people go against him investing in the prison complex, but he made money selling shoes. The
Yeah.
majority of his money comes from those business deals with Nike.
That's a main staple for him making that bread.
that's perspective too on that on investing in prisons, because a lot of that stuff is like inhumane.
It is.
Like, you
Yeah.
know, and it's like almost like modern day slavery.
It is.
So
Indeed, yeah.
sometimes with that, it's like, okay, what is he? The people that's already in there try to make the best out of a horrible situation. Maybe they need beds, linen, you know what I mean, pillows. Like, you know, what exactly is he investing? Is he investing in getting people locked up, or the people that's locked up trying to give them a better quality
even the
life while they're there?
The school to prison pipeline like is a part of that too. A part of that as well too for those private prisons, man. So
Sure.
all of that is connected, man. So I agree 100% with that family. Yep.
Yeah. And did you see New Edition has added the legendary group Guy on their tour with them. Now how crazy is that? People gotta get out. Yep. Yeah.
Tonight.
Yeah. Shoulda like the way you move. Don't get me started.
Where they coming, man? They coming close, man. What's the tour looking
Cleveland.
like, bro?
I believe the show
Oh,
in
yeah,
Cleveland.
For sure. Cleveland gets busy,
Probably at the
fam.
Wolves
Oh, yeah,
team,
for
like
sure, though.
everything else. Yeah.
Cleveland is dope, man. Except their fucking football team, but they're dope. Yep.
Not gonna say it this week. I'm just gonna ignore
I
it.
be
I'm
throwing that
ignoring
in
just
there
like my man Kieran said.
just to get Rich mad, man.
No, I'm not gonna get mad. Not gonna get upset. I
I know
got,
this dude gonna trip me
got
one day.
full
Like,
control.
fuck you, Keegan.
Gotta keep swinging.
now if Odell Beckham Jr. come back, then we got a problem.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro.
Yeah.
Sure, man.
Oh, and Boys to Men, September 4th, will be at the
Canfield Fair.
Canfield Fair.
Sure.
Make sure y'all go check that out for all the local people that grew up on Boys to Men. Although we come to the end of the road.
Holding up my turkey leg from the Canfield Fair and shit, swinging it back and forth.
It's a win-win. It's
Right.
a win-win.
Big that lemonade cup in the other hand that you can get at the Four Seasons. You know what I mean? You got that lemonade and turkey leg. Motown Phillies back again.
I was gonna say that wasn't too bad either. The little note he tried to sneak that off. But that wasn't too bad. I would have been cracking a little bit. So that way he got away with that one.
I give those vocals 4 thumbs down.
Somebody said, "Okay, Aaron Hall." I'm talking about you, baby.
Yeah, they just so they wear me out with so much stuff. I can't take it.
But on the local music scene, I want to give a fat shout out to my man Slime Poe. I heard his newest single,
Dope.
and it's most definitely dope. You got to go on his.
Go with it.
Yes, sir. Great edit.
Yes.
The visual is crazy. Go on his YouTube page and check it out. Definitely worth a listen. My man Slime Poe has been in the lab for a minute,
killing it.
cooking up some ill tracks for real.
And him and Duke, they down in South by Southwest right now.
Oh, yeah.
too. Killing it right now. Slime killing it. Duke's killing it, man. Much love to the man. Much love to YNS and all of that, man.
For sure.
Representing down there at Southwest by Southwest.
And fat shout out to my man Wells. I remember the one time him and my brother Chubb went down there. Fat shout out to Chubb, and they went down there, and Wale was down there that one time.
Oh, word,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, so that was live, and my man Sway was down there that time as well. So YNS as a family and whole, they keep making moves and music and getting
sure.
things done. So shout out to the whole YNS family.
Oh, yeah.
That's
sure.
dope, pure
100%.
dope shit. You gotta love it.
Fat shout. Can't forget swag. Straight drop.
Always.
We
Always.
love you, man. Rest easy, kid.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
And with spring coming up, make sure people go out and get their little pesticides and stuff, because I'm seeing bugs and everything. So make sure you go out and get your pesticides for the outdoor stuff. Get your ortho kits and all that stuff. Spray on out outside, because them bugs is coming in, y'all. Just a few tips for anybody, because the seasons is changing quickly, and I'm seeing the birds and everything. So as the seasons change, you want to remain and keep your house maintained. And also, on a productive level, the prom season is coming up. We got makeup artists, hairstylists. Make sure you book with your local makeup artist and your hairstylist at the earliest convenience. Don't hit these young ladies up late because they might double charge you for that, which is rightfully so. So it's a lot that I can name, but I don't want to offend the ones that I don't name. So just check it out. Go on Facebook and hit up some of these local makeup artists, some of these hairstylists, and once again, my DJ team, the DJs that I named on the last show, my man DJ Keek, of course, Pete, Austin, my man DJ Rich Stacks, as of lately.
Yeah,
and,
we're not calling him Rich Stick no more.
That's over.
We already coached you on that.
I'm not calling
Hit
that
these
shit.
guys up. Get a jump
hit
on stuff, man.
Brandon Crooks, all of that. Any DJ,
Yes,
man.
yeah.
Gino Money.
Yeah.
Anybody, man.
Yeah.
Any of the DJs, make sure y'all hit them up, man. Show them some love.
Always stay ahead of the game, for sure.
And you know, prom is serious in Frill, man. It's not like, come on, man. It is a tradition, fam. That is, you got to get ready for the prom.
There was a whole viral post about it that was on Facebook.
Oh,
The
yeah,
guy from
my man did
Newcastle.
that. Yep.
Put that post up about the Pharaoh prom, bro.
It's so funny, man. I've watched that video probably 30, 40 times.
It's a whole movie.
Legendary.
Like prom and Pharaoh is a whole movie, bro.
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
It could
He's
be
like,
John
where's your
Singleton
parents? He said the hotel has screen doors on it.
Absolutely.
Good old,
He said Lachey had
good old Starlight.
was freaking black and mild. Oh, man.
Grown people's cars, the jewelry, the gold, the hairstyles. I tell you, ain't nothing like a Furrow prom. Most definitely, hands down,
man.
one of the best proms in the whole valley. Probably
For
over in
sure.
Ohio too. Y'all don't want to mess with us. Shoot, I got some RP bulletins coming up of what's going on in the community. You know we got to keep you abreast of what's going on and make sure you get out to these events. Once again, we got the Friday night art music with a coming up added feature of Miss Kavon Wright.
Hey,
you know.
what's up,
And
Bess?
she's going to be up in there doing some paintings and everything, showing you how to get your Picasso on, you know. So get up in there, make sure you hit this great event up. There'll be line dancing, tabletop painting, clean, wholesome fun. March 31st at 9 p.m. Friday. The cover charge is $10. It's for adults 21 and up. Sorry, kids. The food artist is Jay Sav on the cooks. Go get you some good eats and treats. Hosted by none other than Miss Shelly Blue, DJ, represented by DJ Penn, the resident. So get on down to the center and go check out that event, man. And you can get the tickets online. Next coming up, Pretty Girls Inc. My girl, Miss, charge it to my head, no, my heart, sweetheart. But the Brunch with Mom, Mother's Day Brunch, Charmaine Bolin, May 6th. Reach out to her, but the Pretty Girls Inc. From 12 to 4, food, activities, speakers, and vendors. Daughters, bring your mothers and mother figure to the brunch as we bond, shop, and increase our relationships with developmental tools. Save the date. Reach out to 724-300-3184 for more info. And then, coming up towards the end of the month, March 26th, the Sunday Fun Day Brunch, hosted by none other than Coach Myron Lowe and his cousin Shonda Lowe.
Let's go.
DJ karaoke, brunch, $25 hookahs, bottomless mimosas. Tickets are $55, brunch and mimosas included. Going up there, have a good time with my man DJ Brandon Cooks on the Wheels of Steel and none other than, y'all know him, y'all love him, the Chef St. Taylor. Get up there and get your tickets. Tickets are available at a limited time only. It's at 12 to 5, March 26th, Sunday, March 26th, at the High Line, 21 and up. Sorry, kids. Get on out to a great event sponsored by great people. Then none other than the greatest event for the little kids in the big city of Faro for the little people, the 7th annual May Ball. Man, please, parents, get the kids ready and get them out to this great event. For ages of 4 through 13, Cinco de Mayo is going down. They have the Grand March at the Greater Mount Zion parking lot. And then at 6 o'clock promptly, they'll start up the May Ball, which should be at the Sharon VFW, 439 East State Street in Sharon, PA. The tickets are $50 for couples, $25 for singles. And my man Hale Real and the committee are putting this together, and they have consistently done a great job over the year. You have early bird tickets March 17th through April 5th, which gives you the discount of the couples $45 and singles $25. Tickets can be purchased at eventbrite.com. Please hit up the eventbrite.com, participate, get the kids out. It's a great event, the 7th annual and running concurrently the Great Mayball Farrell. Please support. Yes, sir.
And just to recap on that, the singles for the early bird until April 5th is $20. Once that is up, it's $25 after that as well. Yep. So what else we got going on, man?
Thank you, Key. I appreciate that, my brother, on the alley-oop. Well, our young Farrell Steelers, unfortunately, took a fall to Amani Catholic, but shout out to Coach Lowe, the team, the staff, all the parents, and, of course, the kids. Much love to the seniors and everybody involved on a great, great season.
For sure.
You know, we made it, we pushed, and that's all we can ask. You know, we came up short. You know, our goal is always to get a state championship in Farrell. You know how we go. It's always the end goal. But nonetheless, hats off and clap up to my guys, the Farrell Steelers. Much love to the team and everybody that was attached to their great season that they had.
It was an exciting season, man. I moving back to the crib, being able to go to EJ and enjoy the games, man, and to see Myron does his thing is absolutely incredible. I love it. I love it. I love it. Ain't nothing like watching a game in the EJ, man. So I know track season about to come up.
Yeah.
So if it's volleyball and swimming or whatever, all the sports that's going on, make sure you continue to support these kids, these coaches as much as possible, man. So they need y'all. We need y'all. Much love.
Sure. Them young men definitely ain't got no reason to hang their heads low, man.
No.
It's definitely a blessed season.
Come on, man.
Of the D10 title.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. Coach Lowe in this second year doing great things and continue to do great things. You know, fat shout out once again to Coach Ambug, who's also the athletic director. Much love to that man, you know. And the Big East family as well, you know, and everybody attached to the Farrell Family Friends organization. Please support the Farrell Family Friends organization. You can go on Facebook and find information and find out ways to donate and support, because it's whole nother phase that they're doing for our sports complex. So it's always good to give back, and anything that we may slip up and misinform or whatever, all the information is always on Facebook, and you can always go. You're always on there anyway, so go on there and seek the information to do a good thing and donate to our community and our youth and kids, man. That's all I say about that. You know, we got to continue to pour into the kids, because it takes a village to raise, and we all got to pull together. You know, just as like this is an election year, not only nationally but locally. You know, make sure people are doing the homework on some of these candidates that's supposed to be coming up for mayor, city council, school board, or whatever. Find out who you want to go vote for and who you're casting your vote for. Find out what their agenda is about, so you can just, tap in and do your due diligence and making the vote and try to make a difference.
I remember, I can't remember the gentleman's name that posted in the Facebook group about how long some of the folks has been running Farrell, from like the city treasurer, or when the guy said he's been running since like mid 70s, and why is he still? How does he get voted in every time and nothing has changed, man? So definitely, I think it's like Mont says, do your due diligence to find out who's running, and participate in community as much as possible, man. I know a lot of people be like, well, voting doesn't matter,
Right.
fuck voting and all that, and it's always the niggas that don't do nothing but fuck up the hood.
Or you gonna go down to a
The
city
people
council
that
meeting.
say that
They won't
shit
even
is
go.
the niggas that fucked up the hood.
Absolutely.
The niggas that say that shit,
Right.
they killed the hood.
Right.
They didn't do nothing to help.
Right.
However, I'm not gonna. What I'm gonna say is, do your due diligence, figure out who's running, and make something happen, man. That's what I'm saying. Make something happen. Be about that action. Just don't be talking shit, because what you talking shit ain't helping nobody, fam. Because Farrell should not have $129
Garbage bill.
Garbage bill, man. I would set that shit on fire every day.
Yes, ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous,
I am not, you know what I mean? So that whole talking shit ain't doing nothing, but
At all.
it's just a post in Times Roman or Tahoma on Facebook. That's all it is. All caps. And that's all it's worth, family.
But see, most people don't even realize that on a microscopic level, like the local elections control more of your life than the presidential elections because they have direct influence on everything that happens.
Why
in your
ain't no
everyday
motherfucking
life.
roads paved?
Right.
Yeah, you voted
Ain't
for
nobody snow.
Right.
you voted for somebody wrong or you didn't vote.
Right.
You gotta pay attention. Pay attention to the ballots, man. They say
Why my water look like mud, fam? You know what I'm saying? All of that.
Come on now. Yeah, man.
So it's mad important, man, and I think there's a lot more youth that are ready to do incredible things in Furl.
Yeah.
True.
They're ready. They're hungry. The youth of Furl is so hungry. I never seen so many entrepreneurs and just people that just like they love their community so much because we, even when we were growing up, we loved our community for sure, and I still do. But it was just like you got to leave, you got to go out, you got to go.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Right.
Get out of here.
Right.
Leave. You shouldn't be here, man. And it should have been more of, if you leave, come back and do something great.
Right.
You know what I mean? Buy back the block. Do all bring your resources that you have here because we have so many people from Furl doing incredible things around the world. And then the youth, from Eric Bell to KD, man, to Chloe, to there's so much youth doing great things. BM Hayes, a lot of cats, man, buying property, ready to take over. I love it, yo. So.
Sure, and it's definitely a blessing to see the younger generation taking a stance on critical things that directly affect our community. You know what I'm saying?
Who wants to hear it? I remember the Sundown sound right by my crib. They used to play that at 9:00 curfew.
Oh, the curfew.
Oh, yeah.
They don't even do that anymore.
They don't, bro. But it took so long for that shit to be turned off or things like that, man. It was so unnecessary, man. So, yeah. But I think it's time, man. We have Kieran Davis with us. I think it's time we get down to the interview, man, and talk about not just him, but just so many great things, man. But let me read this up first, man. So we have Kieran Davis at Contagious. We create thought-provoking apparel for the who feel alone and unrelatable due to the challenges of navigating life while battling mental health issues. Our main focus is to make self-love contagious and help decrease the attitude right in the world. What's up, Kay? How you doing, man? Welcome, bro.
What's up, bro?
Yeah,
Appreciate
Thank you for coming on the show.
Definitely.
You see, I got my stamp on. So, I'm loving it, man.
How you feeling today, man?
Man, I feel great. Like I said, I really just this past month, just life-changing events. And just recently, just like my granddad passing, and then just
our condolences, by the way, man. He was incredible.
He was a great man.
It's crazy because like
OG for real.
he was really locked up majority of my life.
Yeah.
And so I met him as an adult. And and it's crazy because like you see yourself in these people.
Yeah.
And it's like you have a better understanding on like why you are the way that you are. And my granddad was very like resilient. He's like he wasn't the type of person that he's a doer.
Yeah,
About action,
Yeah.
And it lets me know like I'm not fearful when it comes to doing what I want to do.
Right.
And I know that that's a spirit, it's in my genetics.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So it's like, but like, it's just a process, man. I just love the process more than anything.
For sure.
And I know it's bigger than me.
Besides, being an entrepreneur, and I got to read your mission statement, and we'll add that to the Facebook group. How are you mentally now? Do you feel like, you have mentioned you being diagnosed with an anxiety disorder.
Yeah.
How are you now?
So like, the thing is, these things never like go away.
For sure.
And honestly, most people are actually dealing with it aren't even aware. I wasn't aware,
Uh-huh.
So like, I like for a lot of people who don't really know, like I was homeless a lot growing up.
Yeah.
Middle school, high school, not knowing where you're gonna get your next meal from. I actually played like football. I was strong safety. I got offered a partial ride, and then just like I fell out of love with the game, just going through so much at home. I'm like, I can't even separate for a teen, you know what I mean? Like I can't separate this stuff, and it's like I don't even care about that no more, you know?
Yeah.
And do what young kids start doing, smoking, drinking, you know, partying, going out. And I really started going down the wrong path. And you know, if a lot of people don't know, like I was on probation for 2 years.
Okay.
But this is the thing where it's like the scariest moment of my life was the best thing that ever happened to me.
What was that scariest thing, man?
Like literally almost going to jail.
Yeah.
You live your whole life trying to avoid going on the same path. Like, I don't want to be like my dad. I don't want to be like my granddad. I don't want to try to do something different.
Right.
But it's like you walking in that footsteps. You don't even know it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like in that moment, it let me know that like I abandoned myself. Like, who am I really? Mm-hmm. So I went from like 19 to 21. I didn't watch no TV. I was just reading books and just trying to focus on like, it's funny because who you are, you never really decided who you are. Somebody told you that.
Right.
Your environment told you that. Your neighborhood, your friends that you grew up with, they convinced you you're this person. Mm-hmm. Some people think they funny. They're not even, when you go to another group of people, they don't laugh at your jokes.
Right. True. Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, you know, so it's like, you know, I was like, who do I want to be? And I constructed this person. You know, I decided, I took control. It's like, we're the authors of our own life. And somebody gave us a book, cover already made, the back already made, the page got lines on it. It's like, nah, let me get my own book. Let me pick the cover, the pages, and that's what I did. And that led me to therapy, and that led me to find out that I have a severe anxiety disorder, suffer with mild depression. Yeah. Then you start seeing these same things in the people around you. Start talking about it, and a lot of people they think that it's normal, and it's not, and that's trauma.
Right.
Yeah. And now you're kind of talking to people, and it's like talking to like a wall. So it's like, man, it's not just me. It's a lot of people going through it, but they don't have that like resilience that I was speaking about that my grandfather had. And to really sit down and, you know, stop doing everything. Not watching TV, not about to do this, not doing this. Cause like, let me figure something out. Let me figure out who I am for a second, you know, because what am I doing? I thought I knew, and now I realize I'm just as dumb as anybody. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not smart at all. And once you go back to being a student, you really get that. So it's like now I feel great, but I still deal with these things. However, I understand that like it's all a part of the process. Like I'm not no smarter than anybody. I'm not more gifted than anybody. In all honesty, I just feel blessed because like, you know, our Creator chose me for this mission.
We as Black men, it's very hard for us to even talk to each other about going to therapy. How was that for you? You know, was it something that your family forced you into, or was it something like, you know what, I need to go talk to a therapist? How was that for you, man?
So like, and the thing, you know, so suicide is men are more likely to commit suicide because they're less likely to reach out for help.
Right.
And I through reading, I came across something called like EQ, like emotional intelligence. Mm-hmm. Men are kind of forced to not have emotional intelligence.
Right.
You know? And it's like they say women mature faster than men. No, people prohibit men from maturing.
Right. Because we're supposed to be the provider, supposed to be the hunter, we're not supposed to show that. We're supposed to keep that strong, you know, because that's what masculinity looks like to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Right?
But so it's raised back day too. Like don't be you ain't no punk or don't cry, none of that. You know what I mean? That was an old school raising mentality. Go ahead though.
That's why a lot of the people that's why what's common is like that. You go up, you get you a gun, you trying to be excuse my language, like what they would call a real nigga.
Right.
Like, you feel me? But in all actuality, it's like, nah, that ain't it.
Yeah.
That ain't it. That's program, you feel me? And it's like, you know, so for me, it's like if your teeth hurt, you're gonna go see a dentist. If your car making a weird noise, you ain't gonna ask your friend, he ain't no mechanic. You gonna be like, yeah, I feel what you're saying. I'm gonna go check it out though. I ain't gonna take your word. What you gonna go buy a muffler because he say it's a muffler?
Right, man.
You know what I mean? Like now they're like, what you gonna do with this? So it's like when it comes to our mental health, we do the bare minimum.
Yeah.
But it's so important. And I tell people it's like, you know, back not everything wireless, but we used to have them headphones, you pull them out your pocket, they all messed up.
Yeah.
It's like that's literally what therapy is like. Untangling your headphones.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
That's a great analogy.
You don't have the capability to untangle that because you're too close to the problem. Right. You know what I mean?
You need somebody from the outside looking in.
Yeah.
I can't even lie to you, my man. Up until the time my mom's passing, I was from a standpoint where I did not think anxiety existed. I was one of those people. Get over it. Pull yourself up by your
that
bootstraps.
excuse or a clutch, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But
bro.
until it happens to you, until you put in a circumstance or a situation where you lose something or basically lose yourself within a situation, you don't know what anxiety is until you feel it.
Yeah.
Like I felt that feeling of hopelessness, anger, depression. The highs were super high and the lows were super low. And it wasn't until I was dealing with a back issue that I got the opportunity to talk to a therapist and get that help.
Yeah.
Psychological help in our community, like guys were talking about, is looked on like a stigma. Like we're supposed to be mentally tough to handle anything.
For sure.
And sometimes you don't have that energy or the reserves within you to pull down and hanker down and deal with the issues. And it's always good to have somebody on the outside looking in.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
You know, it's crazy though. It's like we're almost raised with that trauma.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just saw what's his name? Chris Rock's stand-up comedy, this new one he just did. And I'm it's funny to me because every black comic, their jokes is about pain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Forever.
Much.
Yeah.
Forever.
That
was Richard
laughs
Pryor's
about
entire
pain.
That was his
Yeah, a
entire
lot.
set, man.
And it's like, you know, and it's like
A lot.
he's really talking about trauma right now. And like and we're laughing at it, but it's because we relate to it because we feel the same thing. But you can't just joke your way to like a better life. You know what I mean?
no.
It's like you really gotta,
he's a millionaire.
yeah, you know what I mean?
I'm just messing around, bro.
But you know, but it's like there is the law and the exception. He's an outlier. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yep.
And a lot of people don't realize that there are exceptions. You know,
yeah.
just like for me, I think I'm an exception. I'm not supposed to be here where I am right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's not
Same
people
for
that
me.
you know what I mean. So it's like,
Same here.
but knowing that, it's like, all right, how do we reach back and let people know like, hey, nah, that's not it. That's not right. You know, and try to be a better impact.
Do you feel though? How can I say this? That how some that say the doctors that keep you sick so they can continuously keep making money, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Do you think therapy does that as well with mental health? Do you think we've reached a point where mental health at some points certain points of it become a trend, and the therapist also keeps you from healing?
Yeah.
Like when is the point where it's like, okay, we've had enough? Do you feel that? Do you feel that's there, man?
It's a thing. It's like, there's certain things. It's like when girls talk about zodiac signs.
Yeah.
I can't disprove it. And it sound right sometime.
Right.
Like, you feel me?
Right.
So it's like, let's let it be entertaining,
Right.
But like when it comes to like, depression, anxiety, things like that, since we can't say who's just doing it for attention, if that may be the case, we got to treat everybody like it's real because you never know who might take their life.
Right.
Added on with like going to therapy and things like that. I think therapists genuinely want to see you better, but however, it's not a cure. You know what I mean? And I know in the Black community we are big on church.
Yeah.
But, and I'm not no super Bible thumper or anything like that, but I know it does say somewhere along the lines, faith without works doesn't work. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, that's doing the work.
Right.
So like for me specifically, that's why I say self-love makes self-love contagious, because you got to build a relationship with yourself. This therapist don't know you.
Right.
They're just challenging, just called cognitive distortions. And like, I have one is personalization. So like something might happen, the audio might go out. I'll personalize. I'll be like, dang, it's like, it only went out because me. Like,
what did I do?
It's like people do that, but you don't even, if you don't know, you don't know.
Right.
You don't even know what you don't know. So where do you start? So it's like, so during them years I wasn't watching TV, I was actually keeping a journal, actually challenging these thoughts and emotions I'm having. You know what I mean? Because when you write it down, it literally does something. Your brain does something when you're writing something down, where you're having this conversation with yourself and you're focused on that and you almost zone out. It's almost like you're talking to yourself. And you already know what you need to do and what you want to do. You just need to see it sometimes and be like, yo, I sound dumb.
To have a tangible, something tangible in front of you. That's what my therapist told me.
Yeah.
She said, take the pros and cons of each situation, write them down on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
And whichever one equals out and benefits you the most, roll with that. And 9 times out of 10, you already had the answer in your head.
Yeah.
Already had it.
Even some negative thoughts you might have, like, man, like say somebody's preparing for say like, for example, I was terrified to drive a car. Terrified. Yeah. For real.
My son was that way too.
Yeah, it's just so much anxiety. It's not me, it's everybody else. I can't control what everybody doing. So it's like, I don't like it. You know what I mean? Even though I went the long way here today. I ain't get on the highway. I went the long way. You know? Right. And to be honest, some crazy stuff, I never took a driver test. It's crazy. Because I took my permit in Alabama and I was going to take my driver's test in Iowa, and Alabama gives you like an actual license. For your permit. So the lady at Iowa was like, what are you talking about? You need a driver's test. You have a license. She was talking about I'm dumb. She just gave me so I literally learned from driving. Legally, illegally. Wow. For real. So it's like, and it's just, like, it's just things like that, man. But like honestly, I kind of threw myself off there. But you good, man. Yeah.
I got something for you.
Yeah.
I got into your story a little bit, and I seen something in there about when you moved to Alabama, how it changed you. Could you get into a little bit about, you said how it changed you and formed you and brought you to where you are now.
Yeah.
What's some of the stuff that you learned from that situation that you brought to bring you here today?
Yeah, so like when we moved down there, it was really like like my stepdad, his side of the family and stuff like that, which many of y'all know, like Black Hood, that's like my cousin, you know what I mean? So we grew up together. That's why a lot of people know, like, I actually can really rap, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know, rap really good. Beats. Yeah.
All day.
For real, like I actually can really rap, you know? But like we kind of came up like that, and we would have like these long conversations that would shift my mind, because I used to be a bad kid. You know what I mean? I used to be a bad kid. And then like moving down there, like I said, you start to, when you have to create a new identity because of new environment.
Right.
You know, like you can't go to, you know, you don't even know who cousins. You trying to, this dude messing with you, and you like, man, shut up. And then his brother over here, you don't even know. And it's like, dang.
You see what was going on where you was at, because you ain't in the furrow no more. You don't know the environment. You're right.
It's completely different. You know what I mean? And like, we talking about Pennsylvania to Alabama.
True.
You know what I mean? I'm thinking it was like the
white barbecue sauce, my nigga.
But it's crazy. I grew up in Huntsville. It's 7 high schools in Huntsville.
Right.
Huntsville is actually we thought it was gonna be some dirt road hippie stuff. Huntsville is actually popping.
A big city.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's crazy. So it's like, you know, that's when I really found out like the J's, Boosie Phase, everybody had locks, everybody sold dope. Like it's like, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's the type of culture. And it was just like, it was foreign to me. I moved down to Alabama I had felines on. And I got flamed up as soon as I got there, because they're like, what is this? Like, nobody, this guy gonna help
Forever
here.
I love Atlanta, head ass.
It was like, what is, no? And I'm like, yo, I didn't think people cared that much about what shoes you got on.
He got on some Okies.
Yeah, so it's like that, and it almost kind of like, it forced me to become introverted, which allowed me to become more introspective, which allowed me to really start connecting with myself more.
That time with yourself be clutch sometimes.
Yeah. It forced me to become more reserved, which I hated, because I went from outgoing, class clown, bad, to like kind of shy, kind of reserved, kind of more aware, more observant, you know, and that allowed me to really kind of form some, you know, soft skills that I probably would have never developed.
With therapy, with you choosing Self-Love Club, do you feel like you're still your authentic self, or do you have to be this perfect person? Because now it's like, all right, KD, you know, he with the therapy, he has his company, This cat can't mess up. And if he mess up, you know, I'm gonna expose this dude, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Or do you feel that you're still your authentic self, even though you went through everything that you've been through? Or you have to be this perfect person now because you've had therapy, et cetera?
Nah, I think, you know, a part of going to therapy is accepting that you're human.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, I for one, it's like, I'm not that kind of person. Like, I'm still like, you feel me? I'm still from the projects. Like, you feel me? At the end of the day, it's like, I'm not gonna accept what you project on me.
Right.
Because you expect me to be perfect doesn't mean I expect myself to be perfect.
Right, bro.
You know what I mean? And I just try to be transparent with people. And that's what I'm saying. Like, even saying stuff like, yeah, I almost got locked up. Like, even when I was young, I got tattoos and stuff. None of these tattoos look like they were done in no shop.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not that. But that's what makes me different. That's why I'm doing this, because I'm not the first person to do this. I'm not the first person with a mental health brand. Right. It's like, I'm the first person with my story coming from where I'm coming from that's doing that. So I'm able to connect with different people. So I appreciate the people who are doing it, but they can't connect to the people that I'm going to connect to. And that's why we need somebody to represent, because representation matters, you know?
For sure.
Sure.
You know, I always ask everyone that comes on the show, if you saw your 16-year-old self right now, what would you tell that kid?
Man, I would say, to be honest, I would say like, embrace not being normal. Because, you know, and I tell myself this constantly when I'm faced with challenges or when people like kind of disagree. 1% of the world control 99% of the money. And not saying that money matters. I'm just saying that like, you can't think like 99% of other people. So it's going to sound crazy when you say certain stuff to them, you know? So it's like 10% control 90%. So it's like, don't try to fit in, because fitting in means you're mediocre. Also means that you're probably not going to enjoy life. Also means you're probably not going to be happy. Also means you're probably going to go through divorces. Also means all these other things that are normal, you know? So it's like, don't even try to fit in. I used to get, mind you, I moved to Alabama when I was like 11, 12 years old. I was listening to Lupe Fiasco. You go down there,
Alabama, right?
people like Boosie, Gucci, or Wayne, right? Like Lupe. And they're like, boy, you crazy. Boy, get your kick push hands out of here. Gucci, Boosie, Wayne, Jeezy. And I'm like, Lupe, Cassidy.
Right.
You know, and they're like, nah, this guy's weird, you know? And it's like, nah, that's okay. Embrace that, you know? Embrace being an individual.
Yeah, man.
Man, what are your favorite mental health resources?
Honestly, like, you know, for one, your journal. Because, like, you're not really going to get more value from anybody but yourself. Second thing is, like, trying to build, I believe in, like, you know, community. You know, so having people that you feel comfortable with, who actually understand you, and just to listen, you know. And then therapy is definitely the best thing, you know. And if you feel like medicine, so, like, I used to, like, smoke. But I also feel like it's like
smoking. You might be able to talk after the show. You know?
Nah, like, but the thing is, I haven't smoked in 5 years.
Cool.
But I understood though that I was just putting a Band-Aid on something. You know, so when I stopped, that's when I really started to go into therapy, because now it's like I'm not numbing the pain now. Now I really got to deal with it. You know what I mean? But some people might be like that. But me, I couldn't do it. It made me less productive, you know? And I realized that it was just me just kind of running from stuff. But
And self-medicating and not really getting to the
issues at hand.
You deal with it. You know what I mean? Do what you're going to do. I don't judge nobody. Hey, get it how you got to, you know, whatever works for you.
Right.
But it didn't work for me.
Yeah.
It actually made me, you know, stagnant and comfortable with, you know, just hiding.
Counterproductive and stuff. You seem like to be a book guy like myself. What's a book that you read that helped change your life, or change your life at all, or put you to another level?
Man, so many books, honestly. Well, first of all, I would say that I encourage everybody to become a reader, because readers are leaders.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And also just as black men, you know, people in America, they don't expect us to read. And the average person read about 1 to 3 books. And I know it ain't nothing that you can, no information in there that you can use. It's probably some black drama couple book.
Right.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. Get it how, you know, whatever you entertain. But there's a lot. I try to at least read a book a month. I just read this book called Tribe of Millionaires. And it's like, it's an amazing book. I usually do the audio now, because it's like, instead of listening to music, try to substitute that.
Yeah.
And amazing book. And I would say anybody to kind of start off with, you know, Rich Dad Poor Dad, to kind of change your mindset on how you look at finances. Think and Grow Rich, to kind of open your mind to kind of, you know, how to bring your desires into reality. And then
7 Habits series.
Yeah.
I saw you post
7
that.
Habits of Highly Effective People. Now that one it might be a little, I wouldn't recommend somebody to start with that, you know, but depending on where you at. But also somebody who's trying to get out of just the normal construct of thinking, I would recommend Outwitting the Devil. It's an amazing book.
Answer, man.
Sure.
And if you were on an island,
That sounds crazy already.
if you were on an island, and you can only listen to like 3 artists, who would the 3 artists be while you was on this island?
Honestly, I probably wouldn't even like, and like this, I have to pick 3 artists, because to be honest, I probably would.
It can be artists.
I would
or,
probably
anything.
like get like instrumentals.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Because you know,
Who's that producer though?
Yeah, who's the producer on the instrumentals?
To be honest, like,
Is it Hit Boy?
nah, what's his name? I'll probably like,
We love
like
you, Hit Boy, man.
pick like Q-Tip, like Tribe Called Quest, like.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up, bro.
Yeah, because that would just be a vibe. Like I'm on it, like I'm stuck on here, right? So like I ain't going nowhere. So I'm listening to some Tribe,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Nah,
Like,
let's go.
Relaxation.
yeah, like you know, like that'd be a vibe. Every morning I'd be grabbing coconuts and melons and that'd be a vibe.
Yes,
You know,
can.
and then other than that, honestly, I would try to like actually try to see if I can record myself and listen to my recordings from the prior days.
What you gonna do? Hook up 2 pineapples?
I just saying,
Coconuts and hands
Being productive like a bug.
yeah, it's just like it's like I mean you gotta keep your mind going because if your mind's idle, you're gonna go crazy.
Crazy.
You know, so other than that, then I don't know. I think I would have to at least have a woman's voice. So,
Erykah Badu.
Yeah, like, you know.
Erykah Badu.
yeah, instrumentals, me listening to myself, and then we're gonna pick somebody modern. So let me say, I don't know, give me like Doja Cat or something right now. Let's throw somebody your kids know.
That's my best friend.
Yeah.
And do you have any good mental health day startup routines for the people or for myself? Like, what do you do to prepare mentally when you wake up in the morning that might get you off to a good, fresh start?
There's a lot of things you can do. Honestly, I'm bad with keeping habits, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not even a morning person.
No?
Yeah, like I
like
actually.
the mornings myself.
Yeah, like I wish. That's like one of the things that's like it's been on my list every year. But my body naturally gets up like 4 or 5 a.m. and I'm like, what am I doing?
Right.
And then I go to sleep and then I just cannot get back up.
Get back to sleep.
Yeah, I just be sleep. But if you can, I think there's certain things that you might not even have to do it forever. But like talking in the mirror is one of the most powerful habits you can pick up.
Self-talk.
Yeah, it's just something that's just crazy. Like I can't even explain it. And there's also this book by Mel Robbins called The High Five, and she actually high fives herself in the mirror because our brain naturally, correlates a high five with something so positive. But you never high fived yourself.
That's dope.
I can't
So
wait
if you do that,
to get in the mirror.
if you high five yourself in the mirror,
man,
your brain's automatically
do
going to
this.
be like, it's building a connection with stuff. It's a crazy thing. That's crazy though. I mean,
It's
when
serious.
you feel silly when you do it. I don't do it all the time, but I'm like, let me try this. Let me see.
Give yourself a high five.
Being there doing the whole dot routine.
Yeah.
Throwing up gang signs at yourself.
If you feeling like hopeless right now, you feeling really down, talk to yourself in the mirror, keep it real with yourself. That's what I would say to anybody. Don't lie to yourself, because lying to yourself, you might start believing in the lies.
Full all-out Moore's Day Jerome, just hire somebody to
Hold the mirror up for you.
I'm here with it then.
For real.
You're talking to me all day. I ain't talking to none of you.
Yeah.
Negroes.
But on
None
a
of
positive
y'all.
note, KD, how was the feeling when you actually got a chance to leave your 9 to 5 and do what you pursue as a passion on a full-time basis?
Man, I think the feeling that everybody feels scared,
Scared?
you know? So I invested. So there's this brand called World and Vision. There's two young boys out of New Orleans, and they're starting the Inner Circle. And they really did that because that book, Tribe of Millionaires, you know. But they're trying to give out the game. Now the hustle's sold separately, but they can give you the information. But you got to hustle. You got to want it. Then why they can't give it to you? You know. So it's like me. That's why I kind of changed. That's why I dropped the collections. This one, Contagious Co. Because they like collections, watering down your brand on a larger scale. There's no brands that got apparel, clothing, collection. There's no brands like that.
Nope.
You know, it's not Nike. It's not Nike clothing, Nike shoes. It's just Nike.
Nike.
That's
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Got you.
So it's like, you know, I'm paying a couple $1,000s to get game from these boys. A couple $1,000s I don't have.
Right.
But it's like, I believe in this. Now I've been under the magnifying glass. I believe in more, right? One of the young guys got in the thing, opened the kiosk. That's the game that they give us, because they're like, why would you, like, people do pop-ups. You can pop up every day at the mall.
True.
It's like you got product, right? You just need people. So why not go out there and do it? A lot of people, they don't see. That's the thing. Like, I'm from here just as much as anybody else from here. I just didn't grow up here, right? You know.
Yeah.
But it's like when I'm selling, I don't know half the. It be my cousin. Y'all don't even know it's my cousin. They buying the shirt. You know what I mean?
For sure,
You know,
bro.
and it's like a lot of people, they're not uncomfortable with going out there and being told no. And that's what I was saying. You know, it's already a bad rep for kiosk owners.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like they're pushy and stuff like that. So it's like, no, you got to roll with the no's better than you roll with the yeses. And it's like, I built that up, but that's also came from young, being poor, homeless. I had a tab at the gas station when I was 16. You feel me?
Yeah.
So stuff like that people don't have, that they ain't got that in them. They ain't got that in them.
I got that drive. I got that fire.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You gotta have that fire down
I don't
inside.
feel stupid ever.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I understand that, like, you know, like what I'm doing eventually, like I tell myself, everybody's gonna have it anyway. You telling me no today, and you don't even know that you meeting like a future, like, you know, like my thing is, and that's why I talk about it was scary because you got to acknowledge that fear. But I'm more afraid of not trying than failing.
Absolutely.
You know?
That's what I'm talking
Mindset
about.
shift.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know,
Because I was told by a wise man, the key to success is your failures that you incur in life. You go stronger from it.
you fell forward.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
people,
sir.
a lot of people are afraid to take action because they're trying to be perfect. But that's another thing too. Done and on time is better than perfect and late.
Yes, sir.
Say that.
So you
Yes,
gotta,
sir.
you gotta like. That's why I'm laughing at myself now because I'm like, this is the new design. People are like, why you change the logo? I'm like, this ain't the logo. It's just a new design.
Design.
And I'm laughing. I'm like, people were buying my old design, and I'm looking at it now like, this was trash, you know. But it's like,
They had a great message and people
that's
loved
what I'm
it.
saying.
That's all it was.
That's
People
what I'm-
loved
and
something
that's
good.
how you know you got a good idea when.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of that good idea, like tell us what have the impact of your brand has done. Have somebody said, yo, Kay, this hoodie, this shirt, or what you're talking about has done, and what they say to you, man?
Man, like, and that's another thing that the kiosk has created too. People being actually to have that interaction with people, seeing how it impacts them. I've had multiple people tear up, cry, ask like what to do, or things like that. And it's just like, it's crazy for me because I don't claim to have these answers. I'm just somebody I'm an advocate and also somebody who's been through it. So I want people to know that they're not alone, but it's just an emotional thing. And a lot of people it throws them off that they're thinking that just some guy selling clothes. But when they see like what it's really about, it's like, it just stops them in their track, and it's like, wow, that's crazy that somebody cares.
Right.
Why do people, because empathy isn't popular.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, so to see somebody actually care about somebody else's life, and and it's like, it's not about I appreciate people just stopping and hearing about the brand. You don't have to buy, but if you like it, that's amazing, because now people see that, and now it's like leaving something in their mind, like, what is that?
Right.
And it's like, that's what it's, so just things like that, man. And even in the Facebook group, there's people who just have an opportunity to vent, and really like my all-time, my goal for life is and it's funny because I was telling somebody this, and it sounds crazy.
Nah, go ahead, man. This is an incredible interview, man.
Yeah.
Man. Go ahead, bro.
It sounds crazy, but I'm gonna say this though. But it's like the idea of being immortal, impossible, right?
Right.
However, there's a Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. There's a Lincoln Day. So who's the last person that got a day?
Man.
Who's the last person that got put into a history book?
Man.
How do I do that?
Right.
How do I live such an amazing life that I become immortalized through my story?
Right. You know how many Martin Luther King boulevards we drive past, fam?
Every day.
Man.
Yeah. And all he did was live his life to do something for others.
Right.
And to be honest, that's really what entrepreneurship is. People don't understand it, but you're actually providing a service, an answer for something for other people.
Right.
And they pay you for it.
Right, bro.
It's nothing to do with you.
Nothing.
It's like Amazon. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's a commerce for everybody to sell their things, and he's transporting it and giving you free fast shipping, and he's changing the way that we purchase things.
Right, man.
But it's, you know what I mean?
Any more questions, fellas?
What are some current goals you're pursuing, and any new designs or anything people should look out for coming up soon?
I'm trying to make sure my lips don't fall off.
But I've been having to hit mine too, but you know what I'm saying? Get them right.
Yeah. So, some people don't like telling their goals, but I don't think it matters, man. I think that if you're gonna fail, it's because you're gonna fail, not because you told nobody. You know what I mean? It's because you put more focus on talking about it than doing it. So it's like I'm already doing it. So talking about it don't mean nothing to me personally. But my goals this year was to quit my job, which I did, you know. Then it was to have a 10K month, which I just hit today before coming in here.
Bless up.
Appreciate it.
Bless out, bro.
Can I borrow $5 and can I have a seafood boil after this? No, I'm just messing
that's the thing too. Like when people say that, like my grandma, she's like, "Why you talking about the money you made?" And I was like, "Cause you have to understand, I came from the negatives.
Yes.
You know what I mean? $0, 0 cents, and old people. Like, you know what I mean?
Testimony.
Yeah, like, you know, like people, it's like that ain't supposed to happen where I come from. You know, that ain't supposed to happen unless you hooping or you rapping or whatever. And I thought those was the only options for me. And you know, and in actuality, but it's like, man, it ain't all profit. Like I still, you know, I got net 30. You got overhead. I got net 30 turns, contracts coming up, bitch. Like I just quit my job. Now I pay people. So, you know,
taxes, everything, bro.
You know, so like, you know, it's not all profit, but it's good to see that you can do that without working for somebody. Yeah, you know, and that's the big thing. But so my next goal is really to like get my own office space and boost up. Now I'm boosting. I'm getting all this data at the kiosk. That's another thing. That's a free gem too for people who entrepreneurs. You selling stuff? Stop selling stuff on Instagram. Stop doing all that stuff. You need data. You buy something for somebody one time, how you gonna hit them? How they know when you drop again?
Right.
Because Facebook ain't showing everybody your stuff. Facebook wants your money. They want you to buy an ad. They're not gonna let you get rich for free. Right. So it's like you need their data. So when people are buying from me in the mall, I'm getting phone numbers, emails, and stuff like that. So I can then go back SMS marketing, email marketing. Right. So it's like once I boost that up, so my next thing is to get you know, office space for fulfillment, shipping, and things like that. So now I can try to boost up the you know, the flow online. Then, you know, move forward. But it's like, it's information. So that's really my everyday life goal, to be a better version of myself tomorrow than I was today, and keep doing that for the rest of my life.
Dope.
That's what's up. We got some gifts for you, man.
We got some gifts from you.
It's crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
What we try to do is, and anybody that come into the show, man, we want to make sure we show our gratitude to them for coming, man. We truly appreciate you so much, man. So, yeah, man. So man. So we study you without even knowing that we study you, man. So. Yeah, man. Right, so this is one of the reasons why I hit you up. Like, yo, what's your favorite drink, man? So yeah, man.
Nah, that's crispy. I like this.
That's what we did. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you.
Hustle.
Yeah.
Hustle until something happens. You know what I mean?
Most definitely did that.
Most definitely did and have done and continue to do.
I see you.
Shout out.
How many of these y'all done did?
Oh, that's me. That's my brand, Dig It,
Yeah, this
which
is
is
his brand.
doing it with God's infinite time.
Okay.
And
I like this. It's for real. I like this. Hustle until something.
And I appreciate, you know, the love and, you know.
Sure.
Man,
I got to get one of those for sure, man.
And then he's like, "What you like?" And I was like, "Purple Gatorade."
They just ghetto. I was like, "Yeah." That's how I was trying to, because I usually go buy a bottle for somebody, and then I didn't know if you drunk or not, bro. So that's what I was like. Usually I already come with a bottle, but at this time I was just like, you know what? Let me ask his brother before I go out to the liquor store and just get something, and he's not really about that. You know what I mean?
And and it's funny.
Yep, so I got your stress ball for you,
it's
man.
about to go crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
That's a go-to.
Yep, I wanted to do that, and and I got. Yep.
I do want to stop and talk about how fire purple Gatorade is.
It gotta be icy like that with
And then this looks fire.
So
I've never read this either. So
yeah, man, I wanted to pick that up for you, man.
just been getting things done.
Yep.
I like this.
Execution,
I
man. You know, one thing my advisor tells me all the time, man. We talk about these investments, we talk about this, but you got to execute.
100%.
Got to execute. We'll talk all this mess and never execute. So I wanted to make sure I picked that up for you, man.
You know what's crazy about that is because, like, somebody can have a bad idea and great execution and win, and somebody with a great idea and poor
Had the
execution.
best idea ever.
every time, bro.
You said that.
Every
You said
time.
that. You preaching. That boy preaching.
And never take the steps to manifest their ideas.
So best ideas in the graveyard, they say.
Yeah, man. So again, man, KD, man, we truly appreciate you being here with us, man. We want to also bring up some information. If anybody's going through anything, contemplating suicide, contemplating hurting somebody else, hurting yourself in any type of way, or just stressed out, mental, or any type of depression, anything like this. If you don't feel like calling somebody, you can text PA to 741-741. That's the crisis text line. Struggling and need of support, help is available. Connect with a trained and caring crisis counselor through crisis text line. So This is for PA. On the Facebook group page, and then throughout our personal pages too. We'll also add more mental health resources that you can use, but we wanted to make sure we use that text PA to 741-741. It don't matter what you is, black, white, Chinese, little people, anything. You know, if you're going through something, fam, and you're scared to talk to somebody, you don't want to call, you can go ahead and text that line and get help with somebody. Again, Katie, thanks for being with here for Contagious. The Self-Love Club, man. And then this is how we go out. So growing up, your father would know this. It was a kid we grew up in high school. He came up with this really dope beatbox. Shout out to Spoonie, man. That's fam.
Shout out.
We do this beatbox. You know, we outro ourselves. You can say whatever you want to say. I say ridiculous things all the time because I need to get some help myself, man. But let's go ahead and start that, man.
Hold on. For the brothers that don't know, this is Spoonie's son. You know what I mean? This is some guys our generation don't know. This is Spoonie's son, y'all. Yeah. Make sure y'all reach out and hit up Spoonie's son, my man Kieran, who's his own person, and go ahead and get that order in and get the Self-Love Club.
Yep, that's right. And then we're also going to be the reason why we're doing this now, we're going to be posting a link. He's giving a giveaway. We're going to actually see it on the actual Facebook page. And then did we pull it up? Did we have it? Well, the link is going to be available on the Facebook group page. Excuse me. It's going to give you an opportunity outside of the podcast to earn this free t-shirt giveaway that my man is doing, man. So that's going to be coming immediately after the show. I'm about to actually post it right now. Let me beatbox my way and click on the link.
That creeped out too. That was hard. Yeah.
I'm going to the FB and I'm copying the link. And I copy and I copy. Shout out to Oppie. Hey, shout out to Oppie. And obviously I'm on the FB, the Furrow Podcast. You know it's KB. Creating a post, paste, and there goes the link. Just add it to the group page and Rich Hayes, hey.
It's the mayor, the landlord, leader of the Baldhead Nation. Now they call me Podcast P. Podcast P, you know me. Hey.
Yo.
Is this your man DJ with Sax? AKA, I want North Carolina back in the playoffs next year, bro.
I love Erica Badu. She always got grills in her mouth. She's beautiful. Erica, I love you. I love you. Sorry, Shawnee, I love you, wife. Erica Badu, you already know how I feel. Anyway,
Appreciate y'all letting me step through. We about to make classic, cause that's what we do. It's Young Kenny B, matter of fact, times 2, times 3. This is who we be. Yeah. March, what is this? March 18th is out? I don't know.
we got the 20th. We got the 20th.
Yeah.
The first media. We out.
Let's go.
We out.